everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you, and if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. If you don't mind, ignore my hair today. I know it's going everywhere. I've been out walking around a little bit, but I decided we were going to do a comments video today. I've been meaning to do this because I really need to get all these answered, so I decided that is what we are going to do today. Okay, let me close this out. So, on my Coffee Chat and Whip Live that was on Saturday, I have 2 comments on there, and we'll start with those. Jeannie Bushnell, love that kit, watching on the replay. Thank you so much for watching. So glad that you stopped by. I'm going to try to answer these as we go along, but we'll see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and answer this really quick. I will have some more unboxings. It's like every time I make plans to do an unboxing or anything at the house, something happens to where I just don't get to. On that same video, Scully Pop said, great unboxing stream. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad that you enjoyed it and so glad that you stopped by. Okay, and that was all on that one. Okay, the next one that we have is Morning Coffee with V number 2. I actually have number 3 recorded, and I am going to try to post that this afternoon. I know it won't be morning at that point, but y'all will get to see number 3, which is where I work on a tiny square on my diamond paintings. I'm really enjoying doing those little mini squares like that because they take me so little time, and it seems like you're getting more of an accomplishment. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to this one. About midway through this, or here pretty soon, about the 10-minute mark, I'm going to show the email that I got. I've only gotten one email, but it's going to be a new pet for the pet parade. And whenever I do these answering comment videos, I will play the pet parade in the background. But I want to show the pet that was sent to me and put a spotlight on that pet before the beginning of it. So we'll start about then. Okay, so that is all on that one. Okay, my next one is on my Morning Coffee with V. We'll do some of these videos. I'm getting so tongue-tied today. Okay, Granny. Looking forward to your camping videos. So am I. I cannot wait to go camping, and hopefully I haven't missed my chance to be able to go camping because Courtney did start working again this week. So we'll see. I'm at least going to get a day or 2. I have to go ahead and get a day or 2 going camping. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy. But thank you so much, Granny. I cannot wait to do that, to go camping again. I'm trying to answer this as I'm doing this. Crafter Shells, love these videos. I'm so glad that you like them. I wasn't sure if many people would watch them because they're so short, but maybe more people will. I don't know, but I'm trying to do these a couple times a week. This week it seems like it's only going to be once, but we'll go from there. Okay, and then the next one on that same video. These are fun. Thanks for sharing. Hugs. Thank you so much, Margie.
Point of interest. Please say the place name. Include a city and or state if need. Go back. Say a command. Canceling voice recognition.
I do not know why my car does that every single time I'm in here recording, but it does. Anyway, I did not take my allergy pills this morning and my eyes are itching a little bit, but anyway, I'm so glad that you like them, Margie. I have a lot of fun with them, and I can do these before everybody gets up in the house, so maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. Okay, Kathy Gorner loved the whipping gab. Thank you so much. Like I said, I really enjoy doing these shorter videos. So let's go on to the next video. The next one is Morning Coffee with V, number 2, which this is the same one. I don't know why it didn't show up on there, but that's okay. Well, I've already responded to those. Already responded to all those. Okay. Let's see. This is the one where I went to explore downtown Van Buren. That last week, that was an absolute wonderful day, and I was going to go back today, but I kind of spent more money than I'd planned on, so I'm going to wait, and I may try to do that like either every other week or maybe once a month. I don't know, but I'm going to wait to go back there. I should have went there today because I got out my laptop to record this with, which you can tell my tablet's sliding down. Got out my laptop to record this with, and my laptop was dead. The battery on it isn't that great, and I could have plugged it in there, whereas here I can't. Unless I bring my Jackery. That might be an idea too. Okay, so great video. Can't believe Dollar Tree has Halloween stuff out. Insane. Park is beautiful and the town looks like it has a lot to explore. Yes, it does. It does have a lot to explore, and I absolutely loved going there. I had so much fun filming this video. I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, we loved this video. Want to sit at the park with you and diamond paint, LOL. Would love to take the train, but I would need a suit like in the Orient Express, LOL. You know what? I don't think I've ever watched that movie, but I may have to now. But it is such a fun place to visit. I'm so glad that you stopped by. And I really did enjoy it. But I'm definitely going to take that train ride sometime this year. I'm hoping. I just went and spent way too much money on glasses yesterday. So, life gets in the way sometimes. Okay, Susan Downey 6386. This looks like the type of town I would enjoy visiting. Thanks for sharing. like I said, I really did enjoy this trip a lot more than I thought, and to think that has been there since I've lived this close to it. And a lot of times you just take for granted the places that are near you, that you haven't really been to. And that's exactly what it was. Is I knew it was there. I knew it had the old time Van Buren. In fact, they have an, what is it called? Old timey festival or something like that down there every year. And I remember my dad taking me to that festival whenever I was a kid. I know I was like probably 7 or 8, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. But I remember it being something that's gone on down there. They have a lot of festivals in that area. Okay. Let's see. Kathy Gorner, thanks for sharing your trip. Much enjoyed. I am so glad that you enjoyed it. Like I said, I really enjoyed last week. I had so much fun. I really wish I could have had my laptop, because I could have had this recording on one side and answered the comments with the keyboard on the other. And now my phone decided at that point, I guess I accidentally hit the microphone one, and it started recording what I was saying. Maybe that would be a way to do this. Okay. So, let's go on to the next one. This was from Jeannie Bushnell. So much fun to tag along with you. This stuff is right up my alley. The bookstore. Swoon. I see why we were friends. You beamed out about today. It is clear you really enjoyed it. It looks good on you. I did. And that bookstore was my absolute favorite spot. But I absolutely, really, really did enjoy it. Okay, Crafter Shells. Watching, love the history. Crystals are fun to collect and display. Another slow addiction of mine. I love those consignment stores. Don't really have those in my area. Probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing this place is a little bit further away from me than I care to drive all the time. Love the coffee and bookstore. Might have to come for a visit if it's ever not humid. LOL. Fun video. I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for watching. But yeah, that bookstore was my absolute favorite part of it. And we're already 15 minutes in. I'm going to answer this last comment, and then I'm going to show you the picture. Hopefully, I will be able to show you the picture that I got. And then we'll go back to finishing up these comments. But I want to show off the pet parade pictures. Okay. So, Boss Jobs. Hello, watching here. And we're just going to answer that real quick. I'm glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much. Okay. So let me go to my email real quick, and we will see what we have on that part. If I can find my email. Like I said, I'm very unorganized on my phone. Okay. I know it's in this other one. Okay, the email that I got, I sent this to Lazy Retired Granny, and she said I had to send it with you. This is Natasha, aka the Queen Mother, as she inspects my diamond painting. The second picture, the little black cat, is her daughter Archie, who loves knocking things off of shelves. Have a great weekend, Grams. I can see that. Stardust does not think that she can walk on the floor. She jumps from table to table all the time. And she is always knocking stuff off. But look, I'm hoping that y'all can see that. Let's see if we can get this without glaring. Let me try this. Maybe this will help. Man. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I was hoping that this would work. There, almost. Look at that. Isn't that just cute? I will pop a picture up here in the video so that y'all can see these pictures, because that, it did not turn out well. This one, you can see it a little bit better in here, but aren't those two little kitties so adorable? I will pop a picture up here of both of these pictures. Thank you so much, Grams, for sending those to me. And I will add them to the pet parade that will be playing in the background in this video. Actually, it'll be the main video, and this will be just a little short thing up here, except for the part where I show those pictures. I'll go ahead and put that full screen. Anyway, thank you so much for sending them. They will be such a good addition to the pet parade. And see, I was going to bring my laptop up here and work on it today as well and get this all situated while Josh was at work. But it's dead. I should have went up there and sat at the park at least, but I knew my temptation factor. I would go over to the bookstore, I would get a coffee, then I would probably browse around, find a few books, browse around the consignment shops, find a few things there, money that I really can't afford to spend right now. Okay, so we're going to go back to the rest of the comments. Okay. Let's see what our next one entails. Okay, on my Hobby Lobby completion. Oh, Nanny. I'm sorry, I'm called Nanny. Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. Oh, so nice. And she's talking about the completions. That was on the Dragonfly. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I'm so glad you did. Okay, we're going to go on to the next one. And see what else we have. I know I had several comments on here. Okay, I've got two more on Max's video. Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. Hello, Max. He is such a cutie, but he is mean. He can be very, very mean. And then Alice Pearl Jam. Max found his new bed. Yes, he crawled in my bag and found his new bed. But thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching. I'm so glad that y'all did. Okay, let me answer these really, really quick. Okay, so I got those answered. Maybe see if there's any more.
Point of interest. Please say the place name. Include a city. Go back. Canceling voice recognition.
Does anybody else have a Nissan car that does that? I know a lot of people probably don't record in their cars, but mine does that all the time. Okay, let's see what the next one is. This is on my Morning Minutes Chat 1 with V. I've since changed that to Morning Coffee with V, but it's going to be in the same series. Okay, Creative Jen. I love the idea of the little squares. Great chat. I do too. I love the accomplishment that it seems to be giving every time I finish a little square. And now I've decided most of them are going to be the 2x2s, but there's going to be a few that are a little bit smaller because I got some more release papers that have a grid on there of squares, and they are smaller. And then there's a few things that I've got that are bigger. Not much bigger, but a little bit bigger, so I'm going to continue to add them in. And I'm so close to having this done that I may end up kitting up one of my mystery paintings soon. It will not be my Hannah Lynn or my camping one. Those are specifically for the one that Julie S. is doing, and also Jeannie Bushnell for the Hannah Lynn. They're both in August, so I'm going to be doing those two in August, but if I don't finish this other one, I may have another mystery right along with it. We'll see. Let me answer this really, really quick. If this gets too long, I'll cut a lot of this part out. And then, and Granny, Lazy Retired Granny said, enjoyed the chat and kids say the darndest things. LOL. Yes. Ask Google where the anti-itch medicine is. It was just hearing Josh tell me that. Every time I think about it, I just crack up. And every time I lose my phone and ask Google to find it. Okay, but I did go to the Dollar Tree today before I started this, and I did not get anything diamond painted related, but I did get some of this so that we would have some at the house for Remy whenever she needs it. So, got that here. Okay. But we've also got to get with the doctor before I use that because she's on a new type of medicine which does seem to be helping a lot. But I want to make sure that it is compatible with the sunscreen as well as that before I use it on her. Okay. Dollar Tree haul. Once again, I'm in my car. Love the idea of using that wrap to make the pen thicker. I've used washi tape, but that would be softer. It is, and it works great. Hold on just a second. because as well as that today, the anti-itch medicine, where's that? I know I got some. Here. I did buy some more of this today, and it's not just for diamond painting. This is why I didn't do the haul on it, because I bought a lot of the same things that I normally get. But I want to start keeping some pens in my car, but I have such a hard time writing with most of the other ones. Most of the cheap pens like this, because I end up losing them. And I'm just showing you this. I know this is a comment and question thing. It's turned into kind of like a demonstration. Throw that over there. But you can do the same thing with these. I never leave the caps on these after I do this anyway. But just show you a little demonstration of it. And this makes a one world of difference with just these cheap little pens like this. And this is how I do it. I just make sure it's on there tight. And since I don't have my scissors right here, I'm just going to rip it off. It rips pretty easily. And then you've got your pen like this, and it's got a good grip on it. It's a nice size. I could use these at work all night long like this. Even though I normally get other pens, but I could use these very easily just the same way. And actually, how I learned about this wrap to do pens and stuff, I had a coworker that had a stroke, and whenever she came back, she was having issues writing because the pens were just too small for her to grip real well, so she would use a lot of that on one pen, and it would help her to where she'd be able to grip the pen and write better. So that's where I actually got that idea from. That wrap does comes in helpful a lot. I know that probably didn't make sense, but I use that type of wrap all the time, so I've got several rows of it, partial rows everywhere. I try to keep it everywhere. And I cannot type today. Okay, let's see our next one. And in the background on this, I will just be playing the pep parade. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so we've got some on the morning chat with V, the morning minutes chat one with V. This was before I changed it to morning coffee. That was fun. Thanks for the little chat. Hugs. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, Margie. I'm really enjoying these little morning chats. I just need to be more proactive about getting up and actually recording them while I'm waking up. y'all would have a lot. Y'all would get to see some funny things because in the mornings, whenever I'm not awake, you may not even want to watch me. I have to at least take in a little bit of coffee and at least complete one mini square on my canvas before I'm even halfway awake. Okay. Okay, Crafter Shells. Hi, enjoyed today's chat. So sorry about the crappy weekend, but glad it got better. Take care. Yes, it was just one of those days. And it happens to us all, but that last weekend was just terrible. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this far. If you've made it this far, I'm going to go ahead and let the pet parade play one more time. I will do a part 2 of this comment and answer. My camera shut off and only recorded like the first 30 minutes, so, and then it started another video for the rest of it. So we are going to go ahead and do a part 2 of this comments and questions. And I really do hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the pet parade. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.